Hey guys, it's Jaylon. Welcome back. I'm here today to share with you my update for my project polish. I apologize. I have cat hair on me and I cannot get it off. No matter how many times I have tried to do this, I can't get it off. I also have a bit of a sore throat. I feel like I'm coming down with a sinus infection. It tends to happen after I've been under a lot of stress, typically work stress. And then my body's like, okay, it's time. And then I get a sinus infection. So I feel like that's what's happening. And so I am sucking on a cough drop to help with the throat dryness. So let me share with you how I did with my polishes this month. So I do have 2 that I can roll out. And then I am decluttering one. I know I talked about decluttering a few others, but the ones that I talked about, which were the OPI ones, are not the ones I'm decluttering. I'm decluttering a few others. Let me fix this light. So let me first share with you the ones that I hit my goal on. There were 2, like I mentioned. One is the one I'm wearing on my nails right now. I need to change my nail polish, but it's okay. It needs to be changed. Anyway, the first one is by Colourpop, and this is the shade Ulterior Motive. Yes, it's my pink. Oh, I did not mention. I didn't even tell you this project. For this project, I work on 9 polishes at one time or at a time. And I just try to use them 5 times and then I roll them out. And the 9 polishes are based on 9 different color categories that I categorize my polishes into. And those are, I'm going to read them: multi-chrome, black, white, red, purple or burgundy, pink, a topper category, a glitter category, blue, green, and purple. That was not in any particular order, as you could tell. So the first one, as I mentioned, I can roll out is by Colourpop. This is my pink category. The shade is Ulterior Motive. So here is the polish. And this one's beautiful. It's a little dark for this season, but I was able to wear it. I wore it a couple of times on my toes, several times on my nails. It is what I'm wearing on my nails now. It's really pretty. I do love this color. It is staying. So on my color wheel, it is this one here. So yeah, really do enjoy this shade. Colourpop polish is just a great formula. Really do enjoy it. The next one I can roll out is by ILNP. This is an older formula. The bottle is a round, like circular bottle. The current ones are in like a rectangular size. This is the shade Exodus, and this was my blue-green category. No, wait. This is my multi-chrome. So this was a really beautiful color. I just enjoyed this. Now, one thing I will say about this is if you got it outside, like when you were painting your nails, it got onto your cuticle, and then you went with a cuticle brush, cleanup brush is what I want to say, and then went to clean it up, it was a stainer, so it was very difficult to remove. I had to be really careful applying this, but it's a stunner. It's a gorgeous shade. I really loved it. So that one is this one on my color wheel. It was gorgeous. Keep her. So those are the 2 I can roll out. Now the one I'm decluttering is an OPI polish. And this one is just because I don't really love this shade. So here is the polish. This one is called No Bees Please. And I wore it one time. I actually used it as a base for a glitter, which I was considering decluttering the glitter, but I'm going to give it one more try. And this one is it's sheer, so you have to layer it like 3, almost 4 times. And I just don't love it enough to keep it. It's this color here. It's almost like too yellow toned for my skin tone. I just don't love it. So I'm decluttering it. If I don't want to wear it, then I'm just going to get rid of it. Now, another OPI polish I am decluttering. I've actually already used this one. And I don't love the shade enough to keep it. So it's this one here. I rolled it out. I think this was in my red category, and I rolled it out recently. This is the shade thank Glog it's Friday. And I didn't love the formula. I did not love the color enough to keep it. So this one is also going to be decluttered. But the other two OPI shades I'm working on right now, I used them a second time and I was able to make them work, and I decided to go ahead and keep them. I may go through my other OPI shades and just see if there's any others that I don't love the color enough to keep. But for right now, these are the only two I'm getting rid of. So we have our 2 declutters and we have our 2 that are rolling out of the project that I hit my goal on. So let me share with you the other ones that I am working on. Well, this one was already out of the project. So we only have 3 that are rolling out of the project. I have 3 that are coming in. So let me share with you how I'm doing on the other ones. So for my red purple from OPI, I have the shade Louvre Me or Louvre Me Not. And this is, I mean, it's a beautiful color, and that's kind of why I ended up keeping it. Is this the one I'm wearing on my toes? I think this is the one I'm wearing on my toes right now. And it's a beautiful color, and that's the reason why I decided to keep it. I really do love the shade. Yeah, it's pretty. The formula, I feel like it goes sheer on the first coat. The second coat, you have to go thick. And that's how I've made this work. And I really do like it as a base for a topper. So that's kind of how I used it. I have a couple of toppers that I've just pulled out of my drawer to play around with. So I did end up putting a topper on that one. And here is the shade on right here on my color wheel. It's pretty. I mean, it's a beautiful purple polish. Yeah. So that one I've used twice. For my red, I have this other OPI. It's the shade Kiss Me or Elf. I freaking love OPIs. The names of their polishes. They're so funny. I mean, this is a really beautiful red. You know? I mean, it's like a purpley red. I mean, it's probably more appropriate for my red purple category. My burgundy category, but I have it in my red category. What can I say? Where is that one? So that one is this shade on my color wheel. These are so not appropriate for the season right now. Like, I'm kind of struggling to use them. I may end up rolling them out next month, to be honest, if I don't hit my goal on them, because both of these have 2 uses. So I'm going to try. I just ruined one of my swatches. I may end up rolling them out a little bit early just because they're not. Both of these are just not seasonally appropriate. They're just a little bit dark. So I'm just going to use them for one more month, and we'll see one more month, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, I may end up pulling polishes mid-month because I may be like, I'm ready for them to be like springy summer colors, because you'll see with the 3 that I'm rolling in now that I am ready for colors that are not this dark. So anyway, and there's one more that's like that too. Okay, so for my topper, I have by Colors by Leroux, the shade The Master. So here is the polish, and it's just a really beautiful flaky. It's got the green and purple flip. It's really pretty. I'm actually wearing this on my toes right now. I'm wearing it over, I'm trying to think, like, what do I have it? I think I'm actually wearing it over this one. I lied. I think it's over this shade, Kiss Me or Elf. And it's really pretty. It is this one on my color wheel. You can see it over the black, but it's really sheer. You can see it over the clear portion of the nail. It's really pretty. I mean, it's pretty over green. It's pretty over I have 4 uses on that one. So actually, I only have 1 use to go. I may go ahead and pull in. Actually, I'm not going to pull in a topper because I noticed that I have a topper on here that I had pulled in as an extra, and I haven't started to mark uses. So that's what I'm going to do. It's this one here. I'm going to go ahead and go grab the polish, but I totally forgot about that. I was like, there's this polish that I haven't been using. So I'll go grab that polish and show you what it is, but that's what I'm going to use as my topper. Okay, for my glitter, this is the one I was thinking about decluttering, and I still may. I've only worn this once. This is by Pretty Serious, and it is the shade Daphne's Birthday Party. Here's the polish. So I've worn this once, and I've thought about decluttering this before because this is a really just a color scheme that's not my jam. And I have to be really careful because there's wet polish on this. Here is, right here. Here is the shade on my color wheel. I wore it over Exodus, which is the blue-green I just rolled out. And it was fine over that. Wait a minute. I've actually worn it twice, now that I think about it. I've worn it twice. I think I also wore it over this shade. Yeah, I've worn it twice. I'm pretty sure I did. Like I said, it's just not a color story that I love. So I don't know. I think I am going to declutter it. I'm not drawn to it. I think that's what it is. And I feel like if I'm not drawn to it, I'm not going to use it. I'm not using it. Like I don't want to use it. And I think if I don't want to use it, I should just give it to somebody who potentially would love it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to declutter it. I had already pulled a glitter to potentially use, and I was like, no, don't do it. And then I'm just going to do it. So that one is going to get decluttered. I'm just going with my gut. My blue-green, I have the Nayar's Desire. Shade is Namaste. So this is the other one where it's too dark for right now. I have 3 uses on this right now. So I only have 2 uses to go. I feel like I just need to power through. But again, if I'm drawn to like the lighter shades that I currently have rolled in, I may go ahead and roll this one out because it's, again, too dark. But it's a gorgeous color. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's this one here. And it may be one of those where and all of these may be like, I'll just roll them in later in the year. You know, it could be like, you know, I just have a couple uses to go and I'll just roll them in later this year. It's so pretty. Oh, it's a beautiful pigmented color. It could also be something that I stamp with. I think this is a beautiful stamping polish. I have not tried stamping with these, but these could be stamping. I could try stamping with these too, because some of the ones I'm bringing in, they will work stamping. It'll work stamping with those. So I may try that. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, they're all 3 of those are just a little too dark. But again, I have 3 uses on that one. And then lastly, for my purple, I've only used this one once, but it's gorgeous. This is by Different Dimensions. The shade is Tulips Are Better Than One. Tulips is in the flower. And here it is. Oh my gosh, this is stunning. I love this color so much. So much. In fact, it may be what I put on my nails tonight. I love it. And it is this shade on my color wheel. Oh my gosh. It's super shifty. Oh, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, now let's talk about the ones I'm bringing in. For my multi-chrome, I'm bringing in this shade from Ozotic. And these are discontinued polishes. And they don't have shade names. They have shade numbers. This is number 752. So this is super shifty, as you can see. And this is very opaque. Some of these were pretty sheer, but this one is pretty opaque. Oh, it's so nice. I ended up going with a lot of like pinky purpley toned polishes. Now this swatch is kind of messed up. I messed this one up. So my apologies, but it's this one here. Oh, I love it. I love that one. It's so pretty. Oh. So we'll see how that one goes. And I don't have a lot of lighter toned multi-chromes. They're usually pretty dark. So we'll see how I think I saw one other one that would work well in the summer, but this is a good kind of springy toned multi-chrome. For my pink, I brought this polish in from KL Polish. This is the shade Charmed. And I saw this and I was like, I must have that. It's kind of a purple leaning pink, but it's definitely got that like blue flip. Oh my goodness. I love polishes like this so much. And this one's very, very light, but it is so pretty on the nail. Oh my goodness, I love it. Now for the black white to replace this one from OPI that I'm decluttering, I found this one from Different Dimensions. This is the shade either Get Busy Living or Get Busy Dying. This was a September polish of the month from I think maybe 2019. I could be wrong. Anyway, here is the polish. So it's kind of like a gray crelly, and it has those beautiful holographic flakies. It's got like pink and green and blue. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. You can see it. It's gorgeous. So it is this one right here on my color wheel. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the flakies. I don't really have a lot of polishes that are like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how that looks on my nails. And the glitter that I'm rolling in to replace this one that I decided on camera to declutter is this one by Color Club. This is the shade Sugar Plum Fairy. So it is this beautiful holographic silver glitter. Very reflective. Very, very. I think the big thing right now is reflective glitter. I don't have any polishes that are like that. And I didn't top this. I didn't put a top coat on this one. So it's probably more reflective and, glittery with a top coat. But I didn't have time to do that. But there it is. Gorgeous. And then the one that was the topper that will come in for the master once I hit my goal in for this. I've already swatched. I did show it to you. It's this one here. And it's just a really pretty topper for jazzing up any polish. And it is this one here by Six Hearts Polish. I don't think this brand is around anymore. And the shade is Moon Shadow. So here is what the polish looks like. Yeah, this polish adds something to just a regular polish that's like, it just adds pizzazz. And I really do love it. It's so pretty. I think I bought this off an Etsy seller and it's... Anyway, so those are the polishes that I am rolling in, and I'm pretty excited. Like I said, I do want to roll these three out because again, they're too dark. And whether it be by stamping, or I may try to do stamping, or maybe I did some striping a couple of months ago. I did a manicure where I like striped one nail and played around with that. So that may be something I do with these, like, put a lighter color down and then put some striping tape over it and then polish with the darker shade. So we'll try that. I don't know. I just need to play around. I need to be creative. So anyway, that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you are doing well and staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. So for me, oh, hot mess. 34 minutes. Why? Bye.